Good morning students. Welcome to your English class. The topic of today's video is the combination of two or more simple sentences into one simple sentence. In your previous video, you had learned to combine two simple sentences into one simple sentence by using a preposition with a noun or a gerund. But today, by the end of this video, you will be able to learn to combine two simple sentences into one simple sentence by using a noun or a phrasing apposition and by using an adverb or an adverbial phrase. Let's start with today's lesson. First of all, let us learn to combine two simple sentences by using a noun or a phrasing apposition. Now, the question arises, what is apposition? Apposition means the positioning of the things side by side or close together. Example, Rohan, my friend, is very intelligent. How many nouns are there in this sentence? There are two nouns. One is Rohan and the other is my friend. But that is the same person only. Two nouns are used for the same person. Here, my friend refers to Rohan. Now, which word is giving additional information about Rohan? That is my friend. The additional information when describes the first noun is called the apposition. So here, my friend is used in apposition with the noun Rohan. Now come to the topic, how to combine two simple sentences by using a noun or a phrasing apposition. Let's see with an example. Mr. Brown is my teacher. He always tells the truth. Now, who are we talking about in this sentence? We are talking about Mr. Brown. And what is additional information about Mr. Brown? First, that he is my teacher. Second, that he always tells the truth. Now, we will take up the noun that gives us additional information. That is my teacher. So, when we are combining the sentences, we will remove the verb is and put a comma in its place. We will remove full stop and put a comma here also. So our answer will be Mr. Brown, comma, my teacher, comma, always tells the truth. We will not repeat the subject. We will remove the subject in the second sentence. Let's see example number 2. Rama defeated Ravana. Ravana was the king of Lanka. Now here we have got additional information about Ravana, that is the object of the first sentence. And what is additional information about Ravana? That he was the king of Lanka. So we will remove the verb was and we can write like this. Ravana, comma, the king of Lanka. So our answer will be Rama defeated Ravana, comma, the king of Lanka. Let's see example number 3. Mr. Patnaik is my tenant. He pays the rent regularly. In the same way, we will remove the verb is and put a comma. We will remove full stop and put a comma here also. We will not repeat the subject and our answer will be Mr. Patnaik, comma, my tenant, comma, pays the rent regularly. See example number 4. This is a little bit different. He slew all the prisoners. This was a very horrible act. Now in this sentence, we have been given additional information about an action and not about the subject or the object. So in this case, instead of putting comma, we will put hyphen. So our answer will be like, he slew all the prisoners, remove the verb was, and put a hyphen in its place, a very horrible act. So what will be our answer? Our answer will be he slew all the prisoners hyphen a very horrible act. Remember one thing children, when we are given additional information about the subject, we will use comma. And when we are given the additional information about an action, we will use hyphen. See one more example. He jumped into the river to save the drowning child. It was a very brave act. Now here also we are given the additional information about an action and not about the subject or object. So what will we use here? We will use hyphen, and our answer will be he jumped into the river to save the drowning child hyphen a very brave act. Now come to the next topic, the combination of two simple sentences by using an adverb or an adverbial phrase. But before we start with this topic, let us discuss what is an adverb. An adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. In other words, an adverb tells us about time, place, manner, frequency, number, reason, etc. We can also say that it gives the answer to when, where, what, why, how much, how often, etc. Now, what is an adverbial phrase? An adverbial phrase is a group of words that works like an adverb. Now, have a look on this table where there are some adverbs and their adverbial phrases. First one, bravely, in a brave manner or with bravery. Foolishly, in a foolish manner. Third, undoubtedly, without doubt. Fourth, carelessly, without care. Fifth, immediately, at once or without delay. Sixth, soon, in a short time. Seventh, certainly, it is certain. Eighth, abroad, in a foreign country. So before we start with the joining of the sentences, let us understand the positioning of the adverbs. The adverbs of manner, place, and time are written at the end of the sentence. Let's see some examples. She sings melodiously. Melodiously here is adverb of manner. There was joy everywhere. Everywhere is adverb of place. I met her yesterday. Yesterday here is adverb of time. So you all can see the adverb of manner, place and time are placed at the end of the sentence. Now the adverbs of number, frequency are placed between the helping verb and the main verb. See the examples. She never makes mistakes. Never here is adverb of frequency or number. So it is placed between the subject and the verb. He seldom visits his parents. Seldom again here is adverb of frequency or number. See some more examples. The movie was very interesting. Again, very here is the adverb of degree and it is placed before the word that it qualifies. So here very is describing the word interesting. So it is placed before interesting. Next, it is too hot to go out. Too here is adverb of degree. So that's why we have placed it before the word hot as it qualifies the word hot. Now next, the adverbs like luckily, fortunately, unfortunately, etc. are placed in the beginning of the sentence. Example, unfortunately, he lost all his money. Next children, come to the topic, how to combine two simple sentences by using an adverb or an adverbial phrase. Example number 1. The sun had set, he had not returned home. In this sentence, we are referring to time. The time is of sunset. So we will use adverbial phrase by sunset. He had not returned home by sunset. Okay. Example number 2. The train was late. That was unusual. Our answer will be the train was unusually late. Here, unusually is describing the word late. So we have used it before the word late. Come to example number 3. Beware of false friends. This is of first importance. When we are talking about something that is of first importance, we can use the phrase above all things. Above all things means first importance. So our answer will be above all things, comma, beware of false friends. Next one. They escaped unhurt. It was fortunate. What is the adverb of fortunate? Fortunately. Yes. So our answer will be fortunately, comma, they escaped unhurt. So this brings us to the end of today's lesson. I hope you all have understood this. Now open your English grammar book and solve
the exercises given to you in your SNAP homework.
a nice day. Thank you.